right. Hi, and welcome to my NEOTech 2021 session, Virtual Interactive Classrooms Hold the Bitmoji. If you'd like to follow along on the slides, please go ahead and type this bit.ly link into your URL, and you can split screen and watch the video while you follow along on the slides, or you can toggle back and forth, whatever is most helpful for you. My name is Angie Jameson. I'm the School Library Media Specialist at Chagrin Falls Exempted Village Schools. I teach skills for the 21st century educator at Ursuline College, and I'm a young adult literature enthusiast. I really love leveraging technology and literature to help my students and my teachers thrive. So today I'm going to show you a cutting edge tool that really transformed our ability to connect students, staff, families, and all sorts of other groups during our remote learning, hybrid learning, and all in school year. So I discovered this tool on Twitter. Esther Park, her handle is here, tweeted the instructions for how to make a simple personalized gift sticker. So when I wrote an article for Teacher Librarian Magazine about this tool, I interviewed Esther because I wanted to learn more about why she tried this and what her thought process was. And she told me that students need to feel and remain connected more than ever in a digital landscape, especially during these unusual times. And using an animated GIF of myself helped increase teacher presence, a sense of normalcy, and build student-teacher rapport in the virtual world. So I couldn't agree more with this statement, and I can't wait to share some of the ways we use this in our school. So today my goals are to help you create a personalized GIF or GIF of yourself. I want to give you an opportunity to brainstorm a practical application, and I'd like to give you the opportunity to share your learning with other colleagues from all over the state of Ohio. So we're going to start now with creating our gift. You're going to need a camera or a phone. I'm going to use an iPad with a camera on there, and we're going to just start at the beginning. So when you're filming yourself, you can go ahead and flip the camera, and I'm just going to do a simple wave like this. So I go ahead and turn on the camera, and I'm waving, and then I stop. And then you can see here what I need to do to go ahead and crop. So when you're filming yourself, you want to make sure that you're cropping the beginning and the end of your clip so you don't look like me right here in this slide, the awkward start, wave, and then stop. You can see my colleague on the other side is just waving. And I filmed her, and I said, okay, go ahead and start waving. Then I started filming, and I said, okay, go ahead and stop. She stopped, and then I stopped filming before she stopped her action. So you want to make sure that if you're working with someone else, you're giving them the cues to create a nice crop if you're using a camera. So if you're filming yourself, you can just really easily crop that on your iPhone or Android. But when you're filming, you want to think about what's behind you, right? So behind me right now is actually not a great background to film on because it's really busy. And then as you can see right here, my colleague who has a busy background lost an arm and a leg, and we don't want that to happen. So I wouldn't film against a brown background because I have brown hair. I wouldn't film against a blue background. My jeans might blend in. You can see on the other side, my colleague who's salsa dancing, she was up against her whiteboard, and we had no problems with that. So just think about that when you are filming. You can just do a simple wave, and I'm sure you'll come up with really creative ideas throughout the course of this presentation. So go ahead and film yourself now. All right, now that you've filmed yourself, go ahead and email that to your computer, whatever you're working with, and we're going to move through the video to GIF process. So for your file conversion, you're going to go ahead and go to the slides, click on the link, transfer your .mov file to .mp4. You might be working with an MP4 and you can skip this step if so, but if you need to do the conversion, especially with those new iPhones, you're going to use this software. And then once you have that encoded, you will download the MP4, you will go ahead and upload it to unscreen.com, and then you will download it as a GIF. And this will probably take you about 5-ish minutes. So when I realized just how easy this tool was to use, I thought I need to share this with other people. So I want you to go ahead and share your GIF now on the Padlet. So go ahead and click the link on the live slides. The password is NEOTech, and go ahead and just share your GIF with the others. All right, now that you have shared your GIF, we're going to move on, and I'm going to talk about some of the ways that I used this strategy in my school. So when I discovered the tweet from Esther, I'm like, I have to try this out. So I wanted to try it in my own sphere and stay in my own lane. So as library media specialist for Banned Books Week, I went ahead and made some promotional materials, as you can see here, with some banned books. So I would just film myself showing the book, I would place it on a Google slide, and then share that out as a video on Instagram or Twitter. And I thought, wow, this is so easy. I want to share this with more people. So I went to my principal and I said, what do you think about a virtual curriculum night using these gifts? And she was totally on board. So her vision was to find a schoolhouse background, put us in windows, have us waving. And then as you can see here, everyone kind of took their own spin on it. So I filmed everyone and I moved through this process for them. And when you click on any one of these teachers, you can see their Google Slides that talk about their teaching philosophy, their instructional methods, and anything specific to their class. So you can see here our physical education teacher had some fun playing with the football. We have our orchestra director playing the violin. We have our choir director dancing. I'm hiding behind a book. I convinced our superintendent to get on the roof and have a little bit of fun with us. So this was really well received by the community. It did take me a long time to create. I did each one of these individually, and I cropped some of my colleagues who maybe were missing a foot at the waist and put them in a window. So I did have some trial and error through this, but overall it was really successful, and it allowed the Spanish teacher, Senora Aronovich, to have enough trust to have me try this with her students. So that's just what we did. After curriculum night was successful, we simulated a travel vlog with her students using Google Slides. We used the personalized stickers, and then students used Screencastify to film their presentations and then send those to their parents. So that was a really exciting way for us to use this technology, and it was really well received by both students and parents. If you are looking at the slides, if you click Control, Alt, and Plus, you can zoom in and see our Spanish teacher here running from the bulls. You can see her looking over, I believe she's in Barcelona. She's salsa dancing, and then she's just doing that traditional wave. You can see the two student examples here as well. If you're interested in seeing my library media support slides, those are here, and you can see a student example on slides here, or you can look at the video on that third link. So after this was successful, I thought, I want to try this with more students. So we have a link crew, and that's where our freshman students pair up with an upperclassman to help them get comfortable with the high school atmosphere. And in the past, we've had huge assemblies, we've had pep rallies, we've had donut parties, but none of those things were safe this year. So I thought we can use some digital citizenship skills. I can teach these students how to create these gift stickers, and that's just what we did. So here you can see an example of one of those. We have our link leader with a gif of themselves waving. They gave personalized advice to their freshmen. Our assistant principal made a gif of herself that when you click on that, the freshmen saw a video that was all about freshman year from our principal, and this was just one way that we were able to spread this beyond a class. So if you want to see the slides I used, you can click right up here on the bit.ly. And then I thought, wow, music concerts are going to be a little bit different this year. And when the orchestra and choir directors came to me, I thought this would be a great tool to share with them, because we had some students, even when we are right now we're all in, and we still have some students in our virtual academy, and they don't come to school. So they're learning from home all year, and I wanted them to feel connected and engaged as best I could. So we taught the students how to use these tools. They created GIFs of themselves playing their instruments. You can see here the orchestra students for our 8th grade are featured here, and they're playing their instruments. They're on the stage they would be performing on for their parents. We have our choir students waving. It's a little bit of a bigger group, but you can go ahead and click Control Alt Plus and zoom in. And if you want to see those full concerts, click on these links. They're amazing. They use this program called Soundtrap to put together music clips from all of our students into one performance. And I think it's just, over the top amazing. So I was happy to share this small tool with them to allow them to have everyone feeling as connected as possible. And then what happened next was one of my favorite pieces of this. I had a student come to me and tell me, Mrs. J, I really loved this lesson that we did in choir, and I'm using this in my personal life to share some of what's going on in my life with my cousins that I can't safely see. So you can see here, this student made her own GIF of her feeding her cute little puppies some treats, and she's sharing gifts like that with her family when she's not able to be with them. So I thought, wow, what a great community connection. And I didn't even imagine this happening. So this was beyond my expectations, and I was so thrilled to see this. So I'm hoping at this point in the presentation, your wheels are turning. You're thinking, wow, this would be great in my content area for X, Y, or Z. Maybe you're a physical education teacher and you want to show students how to serve a volleyball. Maybe you teach American Sign Language and you want to show students how to make some signs. I want you to go ahead and take the time to click on this link, go to the Padlet. The password is share with a capital S, and I want you to share your best idea for practical use. we learn best when we learn together. So I hope that you're brave enough to share your idea. And again, I'll get notified in real time. So I'll be able to click on your post and share my thoughts with you. And hopefully we can have a bank of ideas to bring back to our districts to start as early as tomorrow. And I thank you so much for your time today. I know virtual conferences are very different. Right now I'm presenting to one person, and she has listened to me present this a few times as I face some technical difficulties. So I thank her for her time. And I know all of our other presenters are trying to do their best to present something awesome. So just thank you as our attendees for being willing to try this with us. I hope next year we're all together. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to email me. You can find me on Twitter or Instagram if you have any questions. I'm happy to collaborate, and I look forward to hearing from you. I hope you have a great rest of the school year. Stay safe and happy reading. These slides came from Slides Mania, and have a great conference. Thank you.